Recovery is not linear. At the end of March 2019, a close friend and colleague sadly and unexpectedly passed away. I'd known and worked with Harold since 1987, and his personality shone through in everything he did. His joy of life, cheery outlook, and infectious sense of humour endeared him to everyone he met. His passing was felt by everyone who knew him, and he will be greatly missed. One of Harold's favourite pastimes was walking in the Lake District, and he especially enjoyed camping in his caravan near Derwent Water. To celebrate his life, 2 walks were organised around Derwent Water for his family, friends, and colleagues to raise money for Keswick Mountain Rescue. Although the 2 walks for Harold were very similar, both around the same lake, even if they were in different directions, they couldn't have been more contrasting for me. Although the 2 walks for Harold were very similar, both around the same lake directions, they couldn't have been more contrasting for me. No one else on the walks would have noticed the disparity between the 2 walks. To them, it was all internal, hidden and invisible. Just before the first walk, I became anxious. I wanted the walk to be a success for Harold's family, for everyone to meet up on time, for the weather to stay fine, and for it to be a fitting tribute to a wonderful man. Nothing too much and nothing too little. As I walked the mile from the car park, the anxiety triggered extra beats that, although didn't develop into anything that prevented me from completing the walk, brought my attention back to my heart, and I started to monitor its beats constantly. Soon after the walk started, when my anxious concerns had been addressed, my heart returned to its normal beat. But throughout the walk, my legs felt heavy and my stride ponderous. The effects of the earlier challenges continued to weigh heavily on my mind. Yesterday was completely different. I still had anxious thoughts, faced possibly challenging situations, and wanted the walk to be another success, but despite all this, as I left my car, I was completely relaxed. No palpitations, no monitoring, no heavy legs. I took the bull by the horns, faced the situations that could have been challenging, and did what I needed to do, on my terms, under my control. This time, the walk was a breeze, not a struggle, and unlike on the first walk, the physical and psychologically dark, threatening cloud that hung over my head was replaced by dazzling, powerful, warming light. The first walk proved again that my anxiety, even though it has been pushed back into the shadows, still has the potential to knock me off my stride. But, following that walk, I managed to mindfully reconcile the reasons behind its attempted resurgence. Its hope was to make me wobble and lose sight of my goal, but by standing firm, my mindfulness-empowered confidence actually took me a step closer to my objectives. Recovery is not linear. The path is not straight. Obstacles will try to hinder your progress. Darkness may engulf your mind, but you need to keep stepping mindfully into the light.